SWX Tonight, everyone. We are your post-credits scene the world is buzzing about that will forever change the landscape of the Montana sports universe. Thank you for spending your Wednesday night with us. I'm Richard Tieman, and speaking of changing the landscape, allow me to introduce you to the newest member of the SWX team, Austin Parr. Welcome, Austin. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it. I just wanted to give a little introduction. I am from Thousand Oaks, California. I know, Southern California.
We won't hold it against you.
Sports have been a part of my life for pretty much since I could remember. I played baseball all my life, football all my life. I decided to go back to school at 28 years old, chase a dream that I've always wanted to be a sports broadcaster, and now I'm making that a reality. And Full Sail University was a great part and a great, honestly, big part of my journey. But yeah, I'm super excited to join this team. I cannot wait to get out there and cover everything that Montana has to offer, and I cannot wait to especially cover these two big rivals right here.
Yeah, you are our new Helena reporter, Capital City. And there's a lot of nicknames for the different cities around here. So Capital City is where you are at. And what do you think of it so far? You got in Friday?
Absolutely beautiful. I got to see the Last Chance Stampede Rodeo, which was absolutely amazing. Got to see the Hairball 80s cover band. Never seen that in my life. That was a great experience. The Capitol building is beautiful. I do love the city of Helena, and I cannot wait to get started with some of the schools and stories out there.
Well, I know we can't wait either to get more from Austin as we get further and further into preparation for fall sports. All right, now to tonight's content, and we begin the show in Bozeman, where Montana State football is officially back, and the Cats cannot wait to get the season started.
Our Alex Eshelman caught up with some of the players who say fall camp can be a gruesome grind on the gridiron.
Competing with the guys and watching the incoming freshmen thrive are just a couple of things that Montana State football loves about coming back for fall camp. However, some Bobcats say there's two sides to every story.
Obviously, everyone's excited for fall camp, but if you guys could pick your least favorite thing.
Pressure wave is probably a drill we're the least looking forward to. It requires a lot of movement on both sides.
The meals. Because after like a week or two, Miller, you just start feeling it. And Miller I just can't eat it anymore. So after the last 3 weeks, they're like, mandatory breakfast. You're like, ah.
I don't like coaches yelling at me. I will say that, but.
Is there a coach that's like the meanest during fall camp or the hardest on you?
Probably Coach Housewright. But I mean, it's all in good meaning, so yeah, I like when coaches are hard on me. It means they care.
The heat. I feel like that's the biggest thing because I feel like I'm so used to Montana being cold, so when it finally gets hot, it's hot. So I feel like that's the biggest thing I probably dread the most. But other than that, I feel like we wouldn't have got this far playing football if we didn't love it. So I feel like you just gotta have fun with it.
The first day of fall camp is tomorrow. We'll have position group breakdowns, player profiles, everything and more right here on SWX. So be sure to tune in as we are just 1 month away from Gold Rush right here at Bobcat Stadium. Reporting in Bozeman, I'm Alex Eshelman for SWX Montana.
Thank you, Alex. Over to Missoula now to talk some soccer, and there's no debate that the Grizzlies have become a powerhouse in the Big Sky Conference. In his first 4 seasons as head coach, Chris Chidovitsky has now taken his squad to 3 NCAA tournaments. The Grizz have a 29-5-8 conference record in that span. Going into 2022, the expectations are high.
Yeah, while they won't admit it, anything less than another Big Sky championship would be a failure, and the team is hoping to take the next step, which would be a NCAA victory, and the journey to that road starts today with the first day of practice.
We have a really strong group of freshmen and transfers especially, and I think that despite all that we did last year, there's a whole lot more that we can even do this year, and just really excited to see where the team goes this year.
And there they go. Montana is going to the NCAA tournament.
Oh, you got to win in the NCAA tournament at some point, right? And I feel like we're all getting tired of losing in that first round, and it's hard. It's a very complicated step, but it's something that we have to start shooting for. We can't just continue being comfortable just doing this over and over again.
I believe it'd be winning the first round of the NCAA tournament would be the next big step forward, because that's kind of where we've been blocked the past few years, and so just getting the momentum to try to get past that first round would be huge.
I mean, I think this first week's always just fun, kind of getting to
back in the groove of it, getting to know how each player plays and stuff. But I think the just conference play, just hitting the ground with those games is what I'm most excited for.
First, I go through this initial stage of panic. I have to have meetings with Travis DeCuro and, like, how does it feel to be, like, on top and win this, like, regular season and postseason twice in a row, go to the NCAA tournament? How do you not panic, right? Is that why you don't have hair? Did you used to have hair? I don't know. So have those conversations with Trav and just try to figure out the mindset which I need of how do I become comfortable in this setting? And that just turns into how do you practice every single day?
Did you used to have hair? That's a great question. All right, it is time to take our first time out of the show, but when we come back, there's a new type of Graham to know in Butte, but we're not talking about a unit of weight. Meet the new women's hoops coach for Montana Tech when we come back here on SWX Tonight.
Welcome back to SWX. Next up tonight, let's talk some college hoops, where earlier today, Montana Tech introduced their new women's basketball head coach.
Jeff Graham makes the move from Belt down to the mining city. He's already a staple name in the Montana sports community after 15 years as the head coach of Belt girls basketball program, where he won 358 games and 6 Class C state titles.
Here are some of those highlights of Graham's press conference from earlier today in the mining city.
Montana Tech and Butte America would be better with the Grahams as part of the family. Without further delay, I want to welcome our new head coach, Jeff Graham.
We're going to dive in and become a part of your community. That's all we know. We're going to become the part of the Butte and the Tech community. I'm a Class C guy because it's very important to me, and to me, Butte's just a big Class C school, and we really think we're going to fit in and make an impact here. My dad and my grandpa, they've always been my coaching role models. 3 sport coaches, loved the kids, and taught me how to do it the right way. And life lessons that we're going to teach these girls, we're going to win some games, it's going to be second to none. So I promise I'll give you it all. To the coaches and staff here at Tech, that's what sold us. After I left Thursday, we were in 100%. Best feeling I had. It was amazing. The hiring committee, I mean, you just feel it. And I walked in the car, and my wife goes, "Man, you're excited." I said, "Man, I hope we get this." It was awesome. I mean, the people here, just the generosity. I'm excited to work with all you guys. I want to thank Coach Carly Sannon and Coach Jenna Bolstead. I've known them for a long time. Carly and I were born in Denton together and grew up in Chester together. It's a small world. They've been extremely helpful to me and my family during this transition. A lot of programs need to rebuild from the ground up. No, this isn't it. There's great players. We're ready to win. They built a strong culture centered on the serving the community and hard work ethic, and I'm going to do the best I can to keep that going. And that's a credit to Coach Shannon and Coach Van Dyke. Sorry, I'm a crier. My kids hate me. I'm a baby. I hate this graduation. I cry all the dang time. My kids don't even let me speak at senior night no more, so that's a bad day. It's the worst day of the world. But I want to thank my fellow assistant coaches, teachers, and Belt. I've been so lucky to have them mold me. They're just awesome. The loyalty, the work ethic. I've been with them for 15 years. I got players coaching for me. If it's not for them, I wouldn't be where I was at today. I'd really like to thank Belt. We're going to show up every day and work. We're going to outwork people. We're going to show grit and determination. We're going to be Butte tough, like they always say. They used to tease me, "You're not Butte tough, you're Highline tough." Well, we'll get Butte tough. These characteristics are going to carry over to classroom, practices, games, and life, which in turn is going to carry over to our program being successful in the classroom of the hardwood. We're also going to have fun. Basketball's fun. We're going to enjoy every day, be thankful you get to play every day. I'm thankful I get to coach you guys every day. We're never going to take it for granted. I'm going to bring energy every day. I'm going to give you guys 100%, my players in this program. I believe positive energy is contagious. After meeting with the team for the first time last night on Zoom, I was jacked. It was awesome. I was ready to go to work. I'm going to find the special type of student athletes who can succeed here, both academically and athletically. That's very important to me, and they're going to help us win a Frontier title. I'm so excited today. I'm very blessed today. All I've ever wanted to do is coach. It's for the people that have shaped me most of my life are coaches. I could go through and thank them all, but it'd take too long. But the best people that have influenced me are coaches. I hope to do that here. I hope I make a positive impact on our student athletes that my coaches have made on me. My family and I are looking forward to becoming a part of the Montana Tech and Butte communities, and in turn, help bring Butte and Montana Tech even closer than they already are today. I'm forever indebted to Montana Tech for taking this chance on me and providing the opportunity to coach such amazing student athletes. Thank you so much, and we're excited to begin our life here in Butte.
Well, how can you not be excited after a speech like that? It will be fun to watch how things go for the Ore Diggers under Graham's direction. Right now, we need to take another quick break. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on SWX Tonight. Welcome back. Well, to start the show this evening, we got to know Austin a little bit and welcome him to the team.
But I'm not the only new addition to the SWX Sports team. Tonight, Spencer Martin introduces us to our reporter in the Magic City.
Spencer Martin here in Billings with some very exciting news. We're so happy to welcome with me Caitlin McLean, our newest sports reporter. Caitlin comes to us here in Billings from Spokane, Washington, where you went to Whitworth University.
Yep.
An Idaho native before that. So we just want to give you a chance to get to know her a little bit better. Let's start with it. You're going to cover local sports here in eastern Montana throughout the state. So we got to know. And talk trash if they're not doing well. What are some of your favorite sports teams?
Yeah, I grew up a Seattle Seahawks and a Seattle Mariners fan. I have a lot of family in the central Washington area, so I grew up, you know, going to Mariners games with my grandpa and with my dad. Yeah.
Is this the year that you guys break the playoff drought? I mean,
you know,
2001.
Yeah, fingers crossed. It's been a long 21 years of life as a Mariners fan for me, but you know, fingers crossed this is the year. Julio Rodriguez is guy, hopefully.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, with the theme of baseball,
Yeah.
You love your Mariners. If you had a walk-up song, what would it be?
See, I feel like this question is like the bane of my existence because I'm one of those people that my music taste changes like every 30 seconds.
Okay.
You know, right now I feel like it would be Don't Lose Sight by Lawrence. I love just like, you know, casual like pump-up songs, you know. All of it.
Okay, you've been in Billings now for about a week. You got to cover the State American Legion baseball tournament.
Yes.
What are your initial thoughts on your new home here?
I'm excited. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of good, you know, high school sports to keep up with, and I really like Dealer Park, so I'm excited.
And then finally, just a little sticking with the goofy trend here. I know we've talked some restaurants, trying to send you around the Magic City, see what we have to offer here. If you had one food for the rest of your life you had to eat, what would it be?
Pasta, hands down, easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're so excited to have Caitlin along. She's kind of enjoying the summer baseball, little golf theme, some rodeo. Yeah. Doesn't know what's coming her way quite yet with football, volleyball, soccer, all that good stuff. So we'll send this out. We'll share her stuff. Follow her on Twitter. Follow her on Facebook. That's Caitlin McLean. I'm Spencer Martin, and we're excited to get started here with the fall sports season coming up.
All right, we need to take one final break. We'll be right back to wrap up tonight's show.
Welcome back. 28 World Series behind the microphone, 20 no-hitters throughout a 67-year career for Vin Scully, and yet none of that matters. The way Vin would make you feel, listening to his soothing voice, and his immaculate storytelling is honestly what would be missed the most. Andy Scholes reporting on the passing of a sports icon.